the last 12 months, we've seen the biggest growth in digital ad spend than we have across the last 5 years.
So the market for financial year is 6.82 billion, which should take us to around 46-47% of the market. So we're heading towards half of the paid media market. If we look at the different split of the different revenue streams, we can see display has really come into its own in the last probably 18 months. There's been a big growth. So that share of the pie that's going into display. Display includes video, mobile display, any type of display, is increasing incredibly. The mobile number includes search and display, as well as any video that's occurring on mobile. So when you look at that number, it's got all of that included. So we're looking around the 2 billion mark. So if we break that out, looking at search and display, and again that display number does include video. So again that sort of strength of display is coming through in terms of the split of the spend there. Video, so 55% increase. You know, it's if we look at the two drivers here, video and mobile, I know we've been saying it for a few years, but it continues to be the areas that grow the market. So this slide is looking at the share of display spend going into the two different areas of mobile and video, and the change over the last 3 years, which is quite incredible. So if we look now at mobile display, you know, it's nearly half of the display market is going into mobile spend. Okay, so that is quite different across different players. You know, that includes social, includes a lot of the big players, so it's actually spend on mobile, so about half of the display market. And video growing nicely, particularly the last couple of quarters has been really strong, getting up to around the 7% of the display market.
For me, there was basically two main touch points that I thought were interesting. One was the growth of the industry as a whole. It's a very significant number. I see 20+% of revenue coming into the market. It's very helpful for the business because you can then see, you know, with currency exchange rates and everything else, you're trying to give a clear picture back to a global organization. Being able to fact check and be able to say, look, this is the growth in the market, these are the currency exchange rates, being able to match all those numbers up to give a clearer picture about what's happening is quite good. The other part is the significant growth of mobile. It's significant, but it's still not matching the pace of change of usage. So clearly there still needs to be more work done on the mobile side to really, you know, push it to the next level and have better mobile specific creative.
It was a really interesting session. What digital was, you know, a massive increase on last year. That was a little bit surprising. What occurred to me listening to it was the why is it growing so high again? And I think it's because digital media is useful. Right? In contrast to, I guess, normal media, which is entertaining or informative. Digital media can be informative and entertaining. Fundamentally, you can do things with it. So that utility of being useful, I think, is what's really driving it. Well, I'm stoked. That's what I'd say. For my company, I'm in mobile advertising. So there was a number that went up, which was 1.9 billion on 72% year-on-year growth. What that builds is confidence. Now, a lot of that is driven by Facebook and Google, which is going to mostly be SMB. But when we take that out to large advertisers, we can say it's $1.9 billion going into mobile. You don't need to worry if this is the right platform for you, because it is.
Yeah, I think the presentation was really interesting. It's great to see that Australia is now almost at 50% ad spend in digital. It's consistent with what we've been seeing at AdRoll, and particularly the renaissance in display spending. What we've found with our clients is that when you offer them really clever, targeted display advertising, they are really interested in investing that to sit alongside their other components in mobile and social.